Bum ba bum. Bum ba 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 bum. Bum ba bum. Bum ba 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 bum. Hello everybody, welcome to a Wednesday night sacred pipe ceremony. I am Patrick, your friendly neighborhood shaman, and I am just getting myself set up. So, welcome. And yeah, I'm like, don't look beyond the curtain. Trying to make things fancy. But welcome. We are obviously in my apartment. Let's see. Oh. Da, da, da. All right. I am. Plotting what can I do for my... I need to grab something. Oofda. What I need to do is actually buy another phone holder thingy, because there we go. I always have to find something to lean it up against. Hi Esperanza, how are you? Good to see you. I am just getting set up. Got my tree behind me. And I wanted something besides the flat white blinds, but I that might not be the best choice, the green tapestry, because you can't really see the tree. Oh well. Alrighty, so welcome. And I am getting my oh, you're exhausted. Thank you. I got my tree and some lights, and you can't see them, but that is Bubba the bat-winged hamster at the top of the tree. He's always my tree topper. It's a hamster puppet that I sewed bat wings onto because I am in the SCA, the Society for Creative Anachronism. It's a medieval recreation group, and the Barony of Wyewood is kind of the South King County area, and Bubba is kind of our, mascot's not the right word, but anyway, so yeah. I'm doing pretty good, Esperanza. Crazy times though, huh? Let's see what we can do. I started, so for anyone who doesn't know me or know what I am doing here, other than me, I have been doing this since the beginning of the pandemic, doing the sacred pipe ceremony, and I will explain more in a moment what exactly that is about. But you know, when the pandemic started and everything was wonky and crazy and unprecedented weirdness, I started, especially because we couldn't meet in person, I started doing these ceremonies online because we literally couldn't meet in person. And as a way to uplift the community, give others an opportunity to, for just an hour or so, to close off the outside world and give, kind of open a portal to spirit, give people an opportunity to at least momentarily rest and center and connect, which was not easy. And and I am still doing it, partially because the world hasn't gotten any less crazy, and in fact it might be ramping up to get even crazier. So that is why I am here. And the pipe ceremony itself, if you don't know, we call it the sacred pipe or the chinupa. It is basically what you may have come to know as the peace pipe in old westerns and stuff. And so the 19 generations ago, White Buffalo Calf woman, a spirit woman, came to the Lakota people, and it was a time of great hunger and drought, and there was bickering amongst the clans and the tribe. And so she came and brought the gift of the sacred pipe. And the main mission, I guess you could say, of the pipe is to unify. It's like when we put the pipe together, like the stem is the divine masculine, the bowl is the divine feminine. So when we put the pipe together, it is all of creation. It's kind of the yin yang, right? It's like all those opposites and the dualities as one. And it really is about bringing all those parts of you together, masculine, feminine, or whatever. And it's about bringing, men and women together. It's about bringing together all nations, really. If you know what the medicine wheel is, it's that kind of that hoop with a cross in it, and then there's the 4 different colors: red, white, black, and yellow. I never remember what order they're in, but this is the total symbology, but one of the things that is representative of is the 4 races of humans and the sacred hoop, that we are all one. And that is what, when we smoke the pipe, I just said hearts. I didn't know that would happen. Anyway, I was doing the hoop, not the heart, but anyway. It's all about that unity, all about one family, one race, one world. And that's why it is so important now to be doing the pipe ceremonies, because it is about, I'm feeling prompted to tell a story, actually. If you, Monday nights I do another live video, and it's medicine card readings. The medicine card deck is a deck of oracle cards, and each different card has a different animal on it, and by whichever animals show up and what position they're in the spread, it tells you, it gives you guidance and messages, right? And so in the medicine cards, the deer card, there is a story that goes along with that card. And so if you've watched my card reading videos for any length of time, you've probably heard me tell this story, but it's really, it just poked me like, you got to tell that story, because it's what I was just talking about with the pipe. So one day, Great Spirit was on the top of his mountain. It was such a glorious day, and he was so beaming with joy at creation that he invited all the woodland creatures to come join him on top of his mountain to celebrate. But there was a troll that lived at the base of his mountain. And all the woodland creatures were afraid of this troll. And so none of them took him up on his invite except for Deer. Deer was so excited to go party with the Great Spirit that she came bounding along the path. And as soon as she got to the base of the mountain, the troll jumped out and roared in her face. And Deer, rather than rearing up to fight or just running away, she just kind of cocked her head, and those big Bambi eyes looked at the troll and said, "Why are you so angry? What did someone do to hurt you so much?" And the troll, who survived on conflict and threats and all of that, found nothing like that in Deer, and so that troll just faded away. And so Deer, through the power of her compassion, seeing through the facade of what this being was projecting outward, seeing to the heart of this being who was in pain, she freed him up from all that crap that he was carrying. And at the same time, she opened the gateway for all the other animals to come and approach Great Spirit. So it wasn't through great battle and killing your enemies. It was through compassion. And it was a win-win-win situation. Everybody won because she had the presence and the eyes. It's like the namaste thing, right? That the divine in me sees the divine in you. And so, in a way, the reason I'm telling that, I'm hoping my guides will tell me why I'm telling you this. Basically, the pipe is about that unification, like seeing through the illusion of our separation, seeing through the illusion that we are what we do, not who we are, if that makes sense. You are not what you do. You are who you are. And like Sandra Ingerman says, it's not what you do, but who you become that changes the world. And so, that embodies all the things like, you need to love yourself first before you can love others. In order to change the world out there, you have to change the world in here. And it's like seeing beyond, seeing through whatever divisive illusions are out there that are being projected, the shadows and the clouds and the smoke and the mirrors, and realizing that we are all one. And that's what the pipe cuts through all that crap and honors us heart to heart, being to being, divine to the divine. And it's funny, I want to read it again, but this book just happens to be sitting right here where I was going to do pipe ceremony. And I read this book, and he talks about how it is we're coming into the age of the pipe. And it's kind of interesting that it syncs up with like the rainbow prophecy and the age of Aquarius, etc. But there are people of all kinds all over the world that smoke the sacred pipe, holding that intention and that frequency of light and love and oneness. And it's like things, what do I want to say? It's really about helping us to center, and that again, coming full circle, when I started doing this back during the pandemic, that was exactly my thing, was so that people had the opportunity to come for a little while each week to drop the world and turn inward and connect to spirit, because that's where all the changes happen. And the more we can stay in alignment with our own spirit, with Creator, the more good we do in the world, right? It has to start inside, because what it's like that thing about, you know, if you squeeze an orange, you're not going to get apple juice, right? It's like what's on the inside comes out. And so if you are aligned on the inside, if you are doing your work, and I'm not talking about being perfect and saintly or anything like that, but if you are on that path and you can see, you know, well, like the song I'm going to sing in a little bit, Walking in Beauty, like everything you do and say sows seeds of either love or hate, love or fear, beauty or ugliness. And to be conscious of that, so that everything you do brings more joy or more beauty into the world. It's like there's enough ugliness, there's enough darkness, there's enough conflict in the world. Why add to that? Make sure that every day that there is a little bit more beauty in the world than there was when you woke up this morning. And bit by bit, those actually add up. And, you know, and it's part of the law of attraction, right? Like energy attracts like energy. So the more of us that are doing that, the more we're connecting, the bigger that force is becoming, and affecting the world around us. So, and when I do put the pipe together, like I said, divine masculine, divine feminine. So when we put the pipe together, it is one prayer until we take the pipe apart again. That's why we store it separately. And when we put it together, it basically opens a channel straight to Creator. So everything you think, or the intentions you set, the thoughts, the prayers you're saying, is like they go straight to Source. No waiting, no lines, no having to fill out anything in triplicate. Just boom. So, and this, I was raised Catholic, and then I became pagan, and then I realized I was a shaman, so I know my way around ceremony and ritual, and this is hands down the most powerful, profound ceremony that I know. And it's simple. It's like, it's all, you know, a lot of times it's the simple things that are the most powerful. And so, and the idea being that when okay, I've got a couple of things I need to say before I start ceremony, but the idea being that we take the tobacco and we put our prayers into the tobacco, put it in the pipe. Actually, we kind of invoke ancestors and spirits, etc., in the tobacco, and we put it into the pipe, and then we smoke the pipe, and we draw that smoke into our mouths, and then we blow out with our prayers, and that smoke carries our prayers to Creator. Unfortunately, tonight, in the foreseeable future, but I'm needing to do this in my apartment. I'm not allowed to smoke in my apartment, so I can be kicked out if I do. And so I'm still going to do everything the same. I'm still going to put the tobacco in the pipe. I'm just not going to light it. And the ceremony is just as powerful, even if I don't smoke it. I'm still going to draw, like I'm smoking the pipe, I'm still going to draw air, you know, coming from the tobacco, and it's all about intention, and I will blow it out. There's this vision quest I go on quite often every year, and it's usually during wildfire season, and so I can't really, we're not allowed to have fire. Again, it's like, I bought my pipe, I want to smoke my pipe all 3 days sitting in the woods alone. It's like, but I can't because it's a wildfire season. And so I will do that. I'll fill my pipe, and I'll pray with my pipe, and I'll act as though I'm smoking it. But when I do it there, I bring bubbles. And so I'll take a breath in from my pipe, and then I'll take the bubble wand or whatever, and I'll blow my prayers through the soap bubbles, and the bubbles carry my prayers instead of the smoke. So, and then later on, like probably tomorrow, I will go back down to the river, have my own ceremony, and smoke the tobacco that I put into my pipe tonight. So, and I think that is it. So, just so that you can follow along, I'm going to explain a little bit of the ceremony. Because part of it's out loud, part of it is silent. The first thing I'm going to do is pull out my trusty drum. And I'm going to set sacred space. I'm going to drum and call in the elements and the spirits to hold a energetic container around us of higher vibration that keeps anything of a lower vibration from getting in. So we'll be in safe space, sacred space. And what that means is that you can let go, take the armor off, take down the shields, and open your heart so that you can receive the blessings coming at you, right? It's harder for those blessings to get in if we're all protected and armored up, and you have to have a place where you can open up and allow things to come in. That, again, is one of the purposes of doing this, so that people have that opportunity. Then I am going to light some sage. I can smudge, I can light sage, but I can't smoke. Go fig. Anyway, and I'm going to smudge everything on my altar here in front of me. Then I'm going to lift my pipe, ask permission to smoke in this place this time, and then, guessing that the answer will be yes, I'm going to put the pipe together at that point. And then I will take 4 pinches of tobacco. And this part I do out loud, but I'll say some prayers and offerings as I put 4 pinches of tobacco into the bowl. And then once my pipe is filled, I have a song that White Buffalo Calf woman, who I mentioned earlier, she has been a spirit guide for me for somewhere between 15 and 20 years or so. And she taught me a song to sing before each ceremony. And so I will, once my pipe is filled, I will sing that song. And then that's where I would normally light the pipe, but instead I won't light it. But what you'll see me doing is I'll take a drag on the pipe, and then I will offer the pipe to the 4 directions, like giving them the opportunity to smoke. So like holding the bowl to me and the stem outward so that the spirits of those directions can smoke with us, and then I blow that breath blessing out in their direction. I'll do that for the 4 directions, for Father Sky, Mother Earth, all our relations, and then to Great Spirit. And then I will pause for a moment with the stem to my forehead and the bowl to my heart, and say some silent prayer. Then when I come back, the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take a great big breath through the pipe, and I'm going to blow it straight at my camera. And that is a blessing coming from my heart through the pipe, through the tobacco, going through my camera, and by the magic of the holographic universe and the internet, coming out whatever device you're watching this on to your heart. So that's the place where you want to say your best prayers. You want to set your best intentions. And then I will continue to smoke and blow breath blessings for different intentions of my own, intentions I've been asked to pray for others. And if you ever have anything that if you ever want your prayers turbo boosted, let me know. You can email me or message me or text, whatever, and you don't even have to say what your prayer intention is. Just say, please pray for me, and I will include you in my ceremonies that from that point forward, so that it will actually help to pray for whatever your intention is. So whatever, big, small, anything. Let me pray for you. I would love to do that. So, and when I do that, just to say it out loud, my intention when I pray for others is for the highest benefit of all beings. And then, well, actually, before that, I usually say this or something better. And then for the highest benefit of all beings. So, it's one of those things where you don't always get exactly what you prayed for, but like in hindsight, you realize, oh, if I'd gotten what I prayed for, I wouldn't have taken this other path, or these other things wouldn't have happened, or whatever, right? So it's like, it's praying for the highest good and well-being of this person, this intention. So just to say that out loud, I don't know if that made any sense. Then when I'm done, I will raise my pipe again. I will say another prayer. I will sing another song, and then I will take the pipe apart. And then we'll see what happens. Sometimes I'll talk, sometimes that's the end of it. We'll just see what happens. So, but thank you again for joining me. Thank you for your energy. Just watching this, you might think you're just passively watching a video, but there is no such thing. If you're watching this, you are participating, and your energy, even if you're watching this 5-10 years from now, your energy is a part of this present moment as I'm sitting here videoing. So thank you for that. Thank you for joining me. It really makes a difference. So I am going to drum and set our sacred space. Spirits of the earth, spirits of the air, spirits of the fire, spirits of the water, spirits of the upper world, spirits of the lower world, compassionate spirits of the middle world, the Fae, the spirits of the land, the ancestors of the land. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for holding us in your love and your light. All right. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May the beauty of the fire lift your spirits higher. May the beauty of the earth fill your heart with mirth. May the beauty of the rain wash away your pain. May the beauty of the sky make your mind to fly. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you, the beauty of the fire, lift your spirits higher. May the beauty of the earth fill your heart with mirth. May the beauty of the rain wash away your pain. May the beauty of the sky make your mind to fly. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. Oh. Grandmother, grandfather, eagle, we send a voice. We ask permission to smoke in this place at this time. All our guides and guardians watch over us as we smoke. Creator, Earth Mother, Tawabin, Shanadisi, Magikiwas, and Waboose. There's always room for you in my pipe. Creator, Earth Mother, for the two-legged, the four-legged, the winged, the crawlers and the swimmers, all our relations come smoke with us. Grandmother Moon, Grandmother Ocean, to the energy of birth, growth, maturity, the spirit realm and our ancestors, may all the passages of our lives be in harmony and grace. Creator, Earth Mother, to eagle, coyote, bear, white buffalo calf woman, bringer of the pipe and the law of good relations to the people. Okane, Bayama, Okane, Bayama, Okane, Bayama, Okane. Okane, Bayama, Okane, Bayama, Okane, Bayama, Okane. Okane, Bayama, Okane, Bayama, Okane, Bayama, Okane. Yo. grandmother, grandfather, eagle, we send another voice. Thank you for these moments. Thank you for that undying light within us, for blowing on the embers when needed, keeping us a light on purpose, being a light in the darkness, giving us that pilot light just enough to get through the dark winter until we can come through to the spring when all our dreams come true. Thank you for this circle, this ceremony. Thank you to the guides and guardians of every person watching this. Thank you for life. Thank you for this world. Thank you for everything. Aho. Ihi lai-hi-o. Ihi lai-hi-o. Ihi lai-hi-o. Ihi, ihi, ihi lai-hi-o. Ihi lai-hi-o. Ihi lai-hi-o. Ihi. Oh. Hoofda. See, it's powerful whether we actually light the tobacco or not. And what I'm gonna do, I've got a little container that, especially in the winter time, if I'm having to do ceremony here because I no longer have my office space to do it, I will collect the tobacco from my pipe into here, and then I will smoke it on a different occasion. Or what I might do is I'm planning on doing ceremony tomorrow first thing. I'm going to take a little bit of sage, make a little plug, put it in the top of the bowl. That'll keep the prayers, that energy intact until I smoke it again. So, there we go. So, that is the pipe ceremony. I hope you felt a little bit of the power of that. I hope it lifted you at least a little bit. I was about to say, I don't think I've got anything else to say. But every time I say that, something else starts coming through. And kind of like my prayer, it's like this time of the year, it's really hard sometimes to find our own light, right? Because the world outside doesn't really reflect that light back. It's dark, the days are short, and because of the holidays, you know, which should be making people happier or more joyous, they tend to be more stressed out and angry. But know that no matter what the world looks like outside of you, that there is a light, an eternal light burning inside of you. And sometimes it has to be dark for us to find that light, right? Like one of the definitions of shaman is someone who sees in the dark. Is like the shaman like when we're drumming and doing shamanic journeying, we cover our eyes to block out as much light as possible so we can be in the darkest possible space so that we can go into the dark and find the light. And so sometimes when the outside world is darker and gloomier and scarier, it's the opportunity to focus, stop focusing on all that and start focusing inward and finding that light within us. You know, and it's really important. I've been hearing a lot of people saying this, which makes me really, because I've been saying this for a while, and I'm so glad to hear other people saying it. But it's like, when things are dark and gloom is in the air, etc., it's even more important for us to find joy, to be in alignment with ourselves, to find our own power. Because that's the only thing that will overcome darkness, right? And like I said earlier, it's like there's enough darkness and gloom in the world as it is. Don't continue adding to it, right? Like as an artist, I've always felt this innate desire to, you know, create things, right? Create things that didn't exist before, draw things, use your imagination, and look at possibilities, look at potentials, think about what could happen, right? And, you know, there's a lot of artists that feel their job is to mirror back the ugliness of the world, which is fine, that's their path. But for me, that doesn't, for me, it's more important to have the visionaries of the world seeing through that darkness, what's on the other side of that darkness, and bringing it back into the physical world, right? Whether you're a shaman or an artist, it's the same thing. Going into spirit, getting that inspiration, and bringing back that inspiration in a tangible way to heal this world. And so to get that vision of what's possible, even if no one else can see it, and to bring that back and to put it into a form, whether it's a painting or a novel or a TV show, you know, like Star Trek, for instance, just to give people who don't have that opportunity to see beyond the darkness. Again, it's the deer story I was telling you earlier, to look through the facade of what's out there to the connection to the divine in all people, in all things. And to know that there is, even as dark as it might seem, that there is a plan, that there is purpose. So don't give up your power. Be discerning of where it might be safe to shine your light, right? But as best you can through these dark times, whether I'm talking about the weather or the season or the world, be the light that you want to see in the world. Find the opportunities to bring joy into the world. Being joyful in dark times is heroic. It's rebellious, right? And it's that you don't have power over me to make me feel certain things, or to make me, it's like, how do I put this? I can only speak for myself, so I'm just put it in those terms. But if I were to stop doing what I'm doing, stop teaching what I teach, stop creating my comics and my art that I create just because there might be repercussions, then I'm allowing someone else to have power over how I express in this world. And every person is the center of their reality. Every person, and I could talk about this for hours. We've only got a couple minutes left, so but my dear story, that looking at through the facade to that divine heart of that being in front of you. Do that in the mirror. See that divine light within yourself. And all the love and all the good that you do and you wish upon other people, give that to yourself. And remember that, like one channel that I used to follow said, whatever it is God, right? There is no separation. Everything is divine. And everything does have a purpose. And the more we can look with our inner eyes rather than our outer eyes at what's actually going on, the more we'll be able to navigate through the darkness, if that makes sense. Or call on Owl. Owl medicine is about, owl's eyesight is as good as eagle's, only that owl sees at night. Owl sees through the darkness. So owl can see to the heart of the matter. And that's why she is the totem of Athena, the goddess of wisdom, of war, of justice, right? Athena was the one credited with bringing democracy to ancient Greece, and it's because she has that owl on her shoulder, and she can look through owl's eyes and see through the darkness, see through the smoke and mirrors and whatever people are throwing up trying to distract. She can see with those owl eyes to the heart of the matter in the dark to know what is just and what is not. So call on Owl. I'm constantly doing my readings with the medicine cards I mentioned earlier, constantly working with the animal spirits. The thing is, those animal spirits, that's not just some mental construct or some wishful thinking. You have animal spirit guides that walk with you, that fly with you, that work with you. And you can call on them to help. We're not in this alone, right? And even if there's an animal that's not necessarily one of your normal spirit guides like that, like owl, because of owl's tendencies in owl medicine, you can call on owl for those specific purposes if you're having a hard time seeing through, having a hard time seeing what is just right here. Call on owl to allow you to see through her eyes at the situation and then see what comes of it, right? So, anyway, I think I'm going to call it a night. Thank you so much for joining me. When we're done here, I am going to share this video to my Facebook page. I'm also going to upload it to my Perching Wolf Studios YouTube channel. And so you can watch it over and over if you come to a point later in the week or next week or whenever and you need some serenity, you need ceremony, sacred space. You can check out my YouTube channel, and there are like 4 or 5 years worth of these videos there. Just pick one and you'll be pleasantly surprised at how whatever it is I say fits with whatever you need to hear at the moment. The universe is crazy that way. And please share this video. And if you wish to reciprocate, if you got something from tonight, or you just enjoy my videos, enjoy my work, and wish to support your friendly neighborhood shaman, I have my PayPal and my Venmo links pinned to the top of the comments. This is my day job, and so every little bit helps. And I'm so beyond gratitude for the donations that come in, the support that I get from my community so that I can support you. And then check out my website, perchingwolfstudios.net. I need to get in and change some things. I am currently without a physical brick and mortar place to do readings and healings. But I can, everything I do in person, I can do on Zoom. I can do online. Just as powerful. And yeah, so check my website. You can learn more about me. You can see the different shamanic things that I offer, readings and healings and teachings. Oh my. And yeah, and I'm hoping that this holiday season always gets chaotic. I always make plans. I'm going to teach something, or I'm going to do something new, and then it's like, but it's the holiday season. It's the holiday season, and Santa Claus is coming around. And so I don't get to any of those things. But coming up, start like in the new year, especially look for some new classes. I'm going to try to teach some things online, kind of expand my audience, expand my clientele, and teach some of the things that I've been only teaching in person, actually teach them online. So look for that. I look forward to teaching. I look forward to doing readings or healings for you. And thank you for being my community. Thank you for supporting me in my vocation, what I am called to do in this lifetime. I don't think I say that enough. So thank you for that. All right, so I'm going to drum and release the spirits that so lovingly have held the space for us. Spirits of the earth, spirits of the air, spirits of the fire, spirits of the water, spirits of the upper world, spirits of the lower world, compassionate spirits of the middle world, the Fae, the spirits of the land, the ancestors of the land. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for holding us in your love and your light. Our work for now is done, but you are always welcome in our circles. Thank you for welcoming us into yours. Oh. All right, my friends, thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you for your energy, your hope, your joy. I hope you will come back next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. And Monday nights, as I mentioned, I do the readings at 8 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. So join me then if you'd like a one-card reading. And I think that is it for now. So until I see you next, know that I love you, that I see you, and that I honor you. Have a wonderful week, everyone, and go shining. All right, bye.